Have you ever spent good money on the latest, greatest cat toy? A robotic mouse, a feather wand with all the bells and whistles, only to watch your cat give it a single sniff and then go play with the cardboard box it came in? It's a classic cat owner mystery. You know the cycle. You splurge on the latest catnip stuffed mouse or that shiny, crinkly ball. They go absolutely wild for it for about a week, chasing it, pouncing on it, carrying it around like a prized trophy, and then, poof, it's forgotten. Just another piece of plastic gathering dust under the couch. If this sounds all too familiar, I want you to know you're not alone, and you're not imagining it. There's a fascinating science behind why your cat gets bored with their toys, and it's tied to a powerful primal phenomenon called neophilia. Your cat's innate hardwired love for all things new. But here's why this is so much more than a minor annoyance or a waste of money, and this is the part we really need to pay attention to. Vets and animal behaviorists are becoming increasingly concerned that chronic boredom in our feline friends isn't just a mood. It can be a gateway to serious health risks. It can lead to stress, destructive behaviors like scratching your furniture to shreds, and it can even spiral into genuine feline depression. The good news? The solution isn't buying a new toy every single week, though I know the temptation is real. Ha 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 ha. The solution is a simple, proven, and incredibly budget-friendly 5-step strategy that taps directly into your cat's inner hunter, awakens their instincts, and strengthens your bond in the process. So stick around because we're about to dive deep into the world of cat behavior. I promise, you will walk away with actionable tips to completely transform playtime for your furry companion. Let's start with the big question. Part 1. The science of boredom: why your cat is a novelty addict. Why do cats get bored of their toys? No matter how fancy or expensive they are, it truly doesn't matter if you've got a single humble laser pointer or a whole basket overflowing with sparkly, feathered, catnip-infused temptations. Eventually, your cat will give them that classic dismissive side eye and just walk away. This isn't because they're ungrateful or trying to spite you. It's because of how their brains are wired. Picture this for a moment. You're standing in front of your fridge, the door wide open, trying to decide what to eat for dinner. You've got your go-to meals, maybe a comforting lasagna or the ingredients for a quick stir-fry. But tonight, nothing feels exciting. You scroll through delivery apps, overwhelmed by 1,000 options, yet you're still craving something, anything new and different. That's a small taste of exactly how your cat feels when they're surrounded by the same old toys day after day, yet still see. This behavior is rooted in neophilia. It's a term scientists use to describe a powerful attraction to novelty. Cats are, by their very nature, intensely curious creatures. They are hardwired by millions of years of evolution to seek out new experiences. In the wild, this curiosity is what keeps them alive. It drives them to explore new territories, hunt different kinds of prey, and adapt to constantly changing environments. It's what makes them such skilled, formidable survivors. They are often compared to miniature predators, like the John Wick of the animal kingdom, always alert, always processing, always ready for what's next. But here's the catch. Our domestic cats, especially those living exclusively indoors, don't get anywhere near the same variety of stimulation as their wild cousins. Their world is safe, comfortable, and predictable. And while that's a wonderful thing, without new challenges to conquer, their sharp, intelligent minds can grow restless. That restlessness leads directly to boredom. And let's be clear, boredom isn't just a fleeting mood for a cat. It's a serious issue. Studies are showing that chronic boredom in cats can spiral into depression, with symptoms that creep up so slowly and so subtly that they're easy to miss. You might just notice your cat is sleeping a little more than usual. Or maybe they're losing interest in food. Perhaps they've become more withdrawn, hiding under the bed when they used to be out and social. These are all signs that are easy to dismiss until they become severe. Indoor cats, despite having all the food, shelter, and love in the world, can start to feel like their lives lack purpose without proper mental and physical stimulation. We've gotten incredibly good at keeping them safe from the dangers of the outside world, but we're still catching up on how to keep their clever, athletic minds engaged within the confines of our homes. Interestingly, this drive for novelty isn't unique to cats. It affects dogs, and it definitely affects us humans. Ever get tired of the same workout routine or the same playlist on your commute, even though you know it's good for you? That's neophilia at work. Cats are just the same. They crave novelty. But here's the twist. They also find deep comfort in the familiar. Think of that one tattered cardboard box they refuse to let you throw away, or their favorite slobber-covered toy they drag around the house like a security blanket. Each cat strikes a unique, delicate balance between craving new experiences and seeking the safety of the known. For example, some cats are true adventure seekers. They go wild for anything new. New toys, new smells, even new people. Others are creatures of habit. They need time to warm up to unfamiliar objects, preferring the comfort of their trusted favorites. Understanding your cat's unique personality is the absolute key to tackling their boredom effectively. So, take a moment right now. Think about your cat. Are they an adventurer or a creature of habit? Jot down a mental note of their favorite toys or their oddest behaviors. We'll use this later to craft the perfect strategy. Part 2. The Toy Audit. Becoming a Feline Fun Curator. Before we jump into the full strategy, let's talk about why this all matters so much. When a cat lacks mental stimulation, it's like a pressure cooker with no release valve. That pent-up energy and frustration has to go somewhere. They may start exhibiting serious behavioral issues, like excessive grooming to the point of creating bald spots, sudden aggression towards you or other pets, or even destructive habits like scratching your sofa into oblivion. These aren't just quirks, they are distress signals. They are your cat's way of screaming that something is wrong in their world. You see, the good news is you don't need to turn your living room into a full-blown jungle to keep your cat engaged. You just need to become a little more strategic. You need to become a toy curator. This brings us to the first actionable step, the toy audit. Most of us are guilty of having a messy pile of random toys. We have a wand here, a fuzzy mouse there, and about 17 plastic balls scattered under various pieces of furniture. This isn't just messy, it's counterproductive. It creates sensory overload and makes every toy feel common and boring. So, here's what you're going to do. First, gather every single cat toy in your house. Yes, all of them. The ones under the couch, hidden in corners, stashed in drawers. All of them. Next, you're going to declutter. Inspect each toy. Is it frayed? Is it broken? Could a piece come off and become a choking hazard? Be ruthless. Safety first, always. Toss anything that's seen better days. Now for the most important part. You are going to categorize your toys. This is the secret weapon. There are 3 main categories of cat toys, and a healthy play life requires a mix of all 3. The first category is interactive and activity toys. These are the toys that get your cat moving, the ones that mimic the thrill of the hunt. Think wands with feathers that flutter like a bird, laser pointers that skitter like a bug, or those little springs that bounce in wonderfully unpredictable ways. These toys engage your cat's physical energy and their deep-seated predatory instincts, encouraging them to pounce, chase, and leap. As one commenter brilliantly shared, their cat goes absolutely wild for a simple, bright orange construction string tied to a stick. It proves that sometimes the simplest, most durable toys are the most effective. The second category is puzzle and cognitive toys. These toys challenge your cat's brilliant mind. They require them to solve a problem to earn a reward, usually a treat or a piece of kibble. Puzzle feeders are a fantastic example. Some are simple, where cats just have to scoop food out of a maze. Others are advanced puzzle boards that demand complex multi-step problem solving. These toys are incredible for mental stimulation. They can even help with dietary management by slowing down fast eaters, which is great for their digestion. Another commenter mentioned a fantastic DIY version. They hide snacks in tightly folded toilet paper rolls, which their cat adores tearing apart to get to the prize. That's a perfect, affordable puzzle toy. Finally, the third category, comfort and scent toys. These toys focus on your cat's need for tactile engagement and sensory stimulation. They often provide short, exciting bursts of energy followed by calm, comforting behavior. Think of those classic catnip stuffed plushies, soft felted balls, or even, as one commenter cleverly suggested, an old sock stuffed with fabric and a pinch of catnip. These toys appeal to cats who find comfort in familiar textures and scents. They're for cuddling, kicking, and carrying around. So take a look at your sorted pile. Do you have a good mix of these three categories? Many of us, myself included, lean heavily on activity toys like wands and balls, but we completely overlook the cognitive or comfort options. Having a balanced collection is the foundation of our entire strategy. Part 3. Operation Novelty. The Power of Rotation. Okay, you've audited your collection. You know what you have. Now it's time to put it all into action with our next step, launching Operation Novelty. Imagine opening your closet and rediscovering a favorite sweater you haven't worn since last winter. It feels almost new again, right? That little rush of excitement comes from the break in routine. It's that same exact principle we can now apply to our cats. The secret weapon against feline boredom is toy rotation. It's a simple, cost-effective strategy that keeps your cat's playtime fresh and engaging by mimicking the novelty they would encounter in the wild. Here's the system. It's incredibly simple. You're going to create 2 toy boxes, or bins, or bags, whatever you have. You'll divide your categorized toys evenly between the 2 boxes. Make sure each box has a balanced mix from all 3 categories. A few activity toys, a puzzle or 2, and a comfort item. One box will be for the toys that are currently out and available for your cat to play with. The other box gets stored away, completely out of sight and out of mind. Then, you're going to rotate them. To make this seamless, tie it to a regular household routine you already have, like cleaning the litter boxes or doing your weekly house tidy. Aim to rotate the boxes every 1 to 2 weeks. The toys from the storage box come out, and the ones that have been out go into storage. To your cat, it feels like a brand new set of toys has just appeared out of nowhere. But now, for the most crucial tip of this entire video. Always keep your cat's absolute favorite toy out. Whether it's that one beloved spring, a tattered feather wand, or even a random milk jug ring, this one toy is their security blanket. As one commenter so perfectly put it, leaving their favorite provides the comfort of the familiar while you introduce novelty through rotation. For my cats, it's a couple of springs and those little finger traps. They're like catnip lace security blankets. Ha! That balances everything. Listen to your cat. If you notice them starting to lose interest after a week, maybe you need a weekly swap. If they're still engaged after 2 weeks, maybe you can stretch it to 3. The goal is to switch things up right before boredom sets in. Part 4. The Art of the Hunt. You are the best toy. So far, our strategy has been about the toys themselves, but this next step is about recognizing a fundamental truth of feline happiness. You are the most important part of playtime. A toy, no matter how great, is just an object. You are the one who brings it to life. The problem is that even the best toy is boring if it just lies there on the floor like dead prey. A cat's instinct isn't just to play, it's to hunt. And a hunt requires movement, strategy, and unpredictability. This is where you master the art of the hunt. This is where you transform from a toy provider to a play partner. When you pick up that feather wand, don't just dangle it in your cat's face. Think like prey. Make it skitter erratically across the floor. Have it disappear behind the leg of a chair, then suddenly dart out. Let it pause, twitching slightly, before zipping away again. You are creating a story. you are triggering that deep, primal part of their brain that says, hunt. This interactive play is what satisfies the full, instinctual sequence that every cat is driven by. Hunt, catch, kill, and then eat. That's why playing with your cat for 10 to 15 minutes right before their mealtime can be incredibly satisfying for them. It completes their natural cycle and leaves them feeling accomplished and content. This isn't a chore. This is one of the most powerful bonding activities you can do with your cat. It builds trust, it burns off their excess energy, and it fills their purpose cup for the day. Those moments of shared joy, of laughter as they leap through the air. That is what truly fights boredom and deepens your relationship. Part 5. The DIY Genius, Unleashing Your Inner Toy Maker. One of the absolute best parts about fighting feline boredom is that you do not need to spend a fortune. In fact, some of the most engaging, most beloved cat toys on the planet will cost you exactly $0. This final step is all about unleashing your inner DIY genius. Cats, in their infinite and glorious weirdness, often love simple, everyday objects as much as or even more than store-bought toys. The undisputed king of DIY toys is, of course, the cardboard box. It's a fort, it's a hiding spot, it's a scratcher, it's a bed. As one commenter shared, their cats go absolutely euphoric when boxes are simply moved to new spots like the middle of a hallway, turning a simple item into an entirely new playground. But it doesn't stop there. A crumpled up piece of paper or a ball of tinfoil can provide minutes of skittering fun. A few ice cubes dropped into a bowl on a hot day can become a slippery, fascinating hockey game. An old shoelace, as another commenter said was their cat's all-time favorite, can be an amazing snake-like toy when you drag it around.
Mischievously.
Just be sure to supervise them with strings and laces. You can also get crafty. Remember that toilet paper roll trick? Try it. Or take that other commenter's idea and tie a durable string to a stick. Or make a stuffed toy from an old sock. Just cut a section, stitch one end shut, stuff it with some fabric scraps and a big pinch of catnip, and sew the other end shut. You can even add a little bell or a shoelace tail for extra flair. Just always ensure any DIY toy is free of small parts, glue, or toxic materials that could be harmful if ingested. These creative solutions don't just save you money. They infuse your cat's environment with new scents and textures, and they strengthen the bond between you. Plus, you might just discover a hidden talent for crafting feline masterpieces. Conclusion: a happier cat, a happier home. We've covered a lot today. From the science of neophilia to the power of toy rotation and the simple joy of a cardboard box. By now you've got a solid plan. A plan to keep your cat's toys fresh, their minds sharp, and their spirits high. Let's zoom out for a moment. Toy rotation isn't just about preventing boredom. It's about nurturing your cat's natural instincts. It's about honoring the wild, brilliant predator that lives inside your fluffy companion. When you introduce new toys, rotate old ones, or get creative with DIY options, you are giving their curious, athletic minds a much-needed workout. This helps prevent the slow creep of depression and keeps them physically active and healthy, which is especially crucial for our indoor cats. When you're bored, a small change can lift your mood. Trying a new recipe, rediscovering an old jacket, taking a different route on your walk. Cats are no different. By keeping their environment stimulating, you're not just fighting boredom, you're helping them live their best, happiest, most fulfilled lives. You now have the tools, so go grab those toys, sort them into their categories, and start your rotation. Get creative with household items, and don't be afraid to experiment to find what makes your cat's eyes light up. A happy cat means a happy home, and it all starts with a little bit of strategic effort to keep their world exciting. Now we have to ask, what's the best DIY or non-toy your cat is completely obsessed with? Is it a milk jug ring, a hair tie, a bottle cap? Share your cat's favorite unique toy in the comments below. We would love to hear your ideas and build a huge library of fun for everyone. If you found this 5-step plan helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with any cat-owning friends who could benefit from these tips. And for more deep dives into the feline mind, make sure you subscribe to our channel. And hey, if you're now wondering which toys are actually worth buying in the first place, check out our video on the best and worst cat toys right here. Now go forth and create the ultimate playtime experience for your furry companion.